Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Darren Green, and welcome to the Darren Green Show, your one-stop shop for celebrity gossip, news and music, pop culture, and the latest gab on social media. Okay, be sure that if you are watching this on YouTube to leave your thoughts in the comments, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, what is going on? Okay, subscribe to that channel. We got to beat this algorithm. And also, we got to beat the algorithm over there at the audio listeners. Please be sure to rate the podcast, leave a review. Now, like I said in the last episode, we are on video on Spotify now. Okay, so check that out. It's a really cool feature. And the video quality, because let me tell you something. When video started to permeate on Spotify, they started allowing podcasters to have their videos. The video, oh my God, it would mess up the quality of the video. I'm like, hold on, wait. I know I did not post that. Okay. They give their own specific network of podcasts the best quality of video, right? But they left us with the pixels and stuff. But I will say they got a little bit better. The videos are a lot clearer. It's like I'm watching it on YouTube. So if you want to check it out over there, go ahead, girl. But anyway, it is Monday. Shout out to the We Are You Radio listeners. What's going on? Hey, good morning. We have a lot to get into, but before we get into it, we got to talk about my little week, honey. It really wasn't much, honestly. I really didn't do much. I just worked and focused on content creating. We're trying to rework things and figure out what's the next move for certain projects that I want to get off the ground. I do know some of the YouTube listeners, I did a poll. I just wanted to know if you guys wanted to see more or see any, because I don't do it. I don't really do it that much, but like the reality TV reviews, I have noticed that there has been a drought in celebrity gossip. I'm not going to hold you. It's been real dry out here. Don't nobody want to act up. Don't nobody want to do nothing. Celebrity culture, nobody want to beef right now. Nobody want to do a rap beef right now, which I'm cool with, but I'm just saying, like, nothing is going on. So I thought about going back to doing I don't think I ever really did start. Like, I do reviews when it's like a live panel format and I have other people on. I never got into the whole reality TV review thing. Someone said this to me too when they were on my platform. It was like, you get to doing it and then it's just like, how many more times are you going to react to people arguing and throwing drinks at people? But I don't know. I think I want to get back into it because reality TV, it is getting good. There are some good shows out there and I even want to open up I want to be open in doing more like internet reviews, maybe like Chasing or any other internet web series type reality shows. I see that there's a lot of people that get into it, so I'm like, okay, let me see if it gives. And a lot of the stuff that I'm watching, like I was watching The Circle NYC, which is a really good show, and I had a friend of mine on, Derek, used to be a co-host here. He's on there. I was thinking about doing it, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to put out some more polls to see what you guys want to see me react to in some time. But yeah, I see that you guys do want me to start doing reality TV show reviews. The poll was in favor of that, so I'll see what I can do. Okay. Anything else that happened this week, child? I don't know. This is like the last week of Pride. Like I didn't do nothing. I feel bad. Last episode I said, child, this might be the last Pride, child. This is the Pride to celebrate, okay? There was a Pride event that happened in my hometown, like literally on Saturday, but I had to work, and then by the time I got home, child, I worked from 7 to 4. By the time I got home, I was tired, child. And they had an after party event, but that got canceled. And I was like, I was going to go to that. But the Pride event, which I saw on social media, which it looked like it was a good turnout. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. It's a real small town. It's the capital of Jersey, actually. But it's not a lot of us around there, child. So I was very surprised that they were doing a Pride event. But yeah, maybe next year, child, I'll definitely have some time to do that. And I actually met the organizer of that event at the event that I told you about last time where I was doing the panel discussion last episode. I would have loved to have shown up, but you got to work, child. You got to work. Anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all for anymore. We're 5 minutes into this episode. Let's get into the hot topics. We got to talk about our red things, okay? First of all, we got to talk about how Diddy over here deleting his social media page, thinking it's going to change something, child. Anyway, then we got to talk about how Justin Timberlake's ego was reportedly shattered after this event of him getting arrested. Folks were mad at Sheree Whitfield for calling herself a doctor after getting a second honorary doctorate degree. And then people are also mad about Kandi because Kandi, she want to be on Kenya's side, and it's just, girl, you looking mad hypocritical, jail. All that and a lot more coming up on the Darren Green Show. All right, now let's get into our first topic. I want to start off by talking about Latto. I want to get this topic out of the way. Okay. So let me share the screen for a little bit, honey. Latto shares a picture of a poop emoji. It's like a poop emoji cake. It says, think I'm the bitch. Okay. Now that's a nod to Ice Spice's line, the little fart song, think you the you're not even the fart. Right. But she labeled hers, think I'm the bitch. She got fans are stumped as to why she made this. Was it a diss at Ice Spice? Was it not? And then there's some that think that this is just like a ploy to get some attention on a beef that nobody really cares about anymore. Let's really get into it, okay? So I don't know what possessed her to actually do this. It seems very left field. Maybe it could have been because of some subliminals in Ice Spice's new single Fat Butt. And I heard the song too, by the way. We did talk about this on the last episode. It definitely sounded like Chirac by Nicki. Word for word, bar for bar, literally. But I don't even think it's that song because she was throwing subliminals, but it was like open-ended. Like she could have been talking about anybody. What I'm reading it as is Latto is starting unnecessary trouble with an artist that's not even giving her the same energy. Do y'all remember when Latto literally did a whole doctored video where the line of one of her songs was a clear shot and was a clear diss at Ice Spice? And she miraculously had Ice Spice playing in the background on a TV when they was doing the video at the same time. Like, and then she tried to play it off like it was like, oh no, like I don't control the TV or whatever. I didn't know that was happening going down behind it. Like, girl, we know what you were doing. You were trying to get at her. And then Ice responded with the fart song, which just was like, do y'all remember like the secondhand embarrassment that we had for Latto for that? Like, girl, you really tried to influence like a beef and some type of rap beef between y'all, and she literally gave you her ass to kiss with a song like that. Like I said, the fart song was, it was stupid, but it was still a good song. But it was like she was playing around with it. She basically farted on the mic. Like, girl, she was not trying to come for you. She was not trying to get at you like you was getting at her. And it just showed that Latto was using this as a ploy to get whatever type of attention that she was trying to do. And I think that's what this is here for. And there's no word of Ice Spice responding. I don't think Ice Spice should respond. We know why she's doing this. She's doing it because she wants to get your attention. And watch how the next story is going to be, oh, Latto was teasing new music, because that's, I don't get it. And like I said, we're in this whole rap beef fatigue era where it's just like everybody want to throw shots and everybody want to, put something on a song, get somebody riled up so they can come back at them with another beat. It's so formulaic and just so predictable. Latto has become so predictable, girl. You might as well just be an influencer at this point, girl. It's not rapping. It seems to not be in your DNA. If you're going to make some music, make some music. Don't sit there and try to beef with somebody and start something with somebody just so we can get some eyes on you. I get it. We're in a recession right now. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but we are in a recession right now. And yeah, people are not streaming music. People are not listening and tuning in unless it has to do with drama. But girl, get some real beef, girl, because this ain't, it's not it. It really is not it. I'm looking at the comments. Somebody saying 2 Starbucks drinks are beef in chat. And then look, somebody hit it with her own line. Do you rap or do you tweet? Like, you are literally contradicting yourself. It makes no sense. Latto, get out of here. I'm tired of it. And we all are too. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to get into that a little bit. I ain't have too much to say about it. Now, I do want to talk about Justin Timberlake because he has look, okay, I feel a little bad now, right? So last episode, we talked about how Justin Timberlake got arrested for drinking and driving. Now there's been a report that his ego is shattered because of the arrest and how he has low album sales, child. Now I'm going to read this article and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. Now it said that Justin Timberlake's reputation has been taking a hit following his arrest, which caught a widespread media attention. Early Tuesday in Sag Harbor, the star was arrested for driving while intoxicated. The officer who made the arrest reportedly didn't recognize Timberlake, who was surprised by the lack of recognition. Now, during the arrest, Timberlake was overheard worrying about the impact of his up-and-coming tour. He was scheduled to perform in major venues like Madison Square Garden, but recent events and his latest album's poor performance may have soured enthusiasm for his tour. Now, his album, Everything I Thought It Was, quickly fell off the Billboard 200 chart after 4 weeks, okay? According to Page Six, sources claim that Timberlake's ego rubs others the wrong way in Hollywood, which reportedly contributes to his professional struggles despite his recent roles in projects. The artist hasn't met any acclaimed from the public, and personal controversies have further tarnished his public image. Okay, girl, it's looking bad for poor Justin. And let me just say this, okay? He spoke on his recent arrest at a show. Basically, he said that he had a tough week. Yeah, it has been a tough week for him. And look, I don't want to contribute to any dogpiling of this artist because, you know, he has been around for a minute. He had some really good hits, and he had a pretty successful career. Oh, I'm saying everything in the past tense. My bad. I don't mean to be doing that. I'm not trying to be shady. Like I don't think his career is over. We see all the blogs talking and stuff and commentators saying what they got to say. Look, he got arrested for drinking and driving, okay? Something that many Americans do on a daily basis. We know people that do it. We know when we're driving and we see somebody swerving and doing all that, we can tell that they probably drunk, child. They probably was drinking and driving. Some of us have parents that regularly did that crap when they were growing up, child. I digress. It's just something that is apparent and people do, and it's not justifying what he did. Good thing that he didn't get into any accidents, but I'm just saying, yeah, like he's not perfect. And I think that's really the issue that people are having with it, is just because he had this persona of this good boy persona, good reputation, this, that, and the third. He do no wrong or whatever. He distanced himself from Britney because Britney was being a bad girl and all that other stuff. Like he was the good guy, and we're seeing the good guy gone bad. And I think people are repulsed by it, but it's just like, you got to understand that people change. He's human. He's not like a perfect being. And I think that's another thing too with these celebrities that think, oh, you need to be doing this. You can't get into that. Like, girl, look, you a lot of the things that these celebrities be doing and getting into, child, we like regular people be doing that too, but it's just not a magnifying glass on them like a celebrity, whatever. Yeah, he did it. It's wrong. Hopefully he never does that, do it again. But I don't think it's that serious. As for the album sales, yeah, like I told J-Lo, girl, your time in the industry is allotted. Like, you be lucky if you have more than like 10 years. There's people that were around for 15 years. There's people that was around for 20. However, it depends on the artist. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Justin Timberlake is not a good artist. Like, he has had good music in the past, but nobody is really checking for you except for millennials and diehard like NSYNC fans or Justin Timberlake fans or whatever fanatics. Like, you got to understand that that's all you got. You don't have the general public no more. Once you get up in the age and your stardom and fame and all that, and you being an artist, you are solely catapulted by your fans. And apparently you don't have enough of them if it's not working. But you know what though? I will say this. Music is going in a recession. And I watched a video about this, talking about how everybody is dropping an album. Mind you, I didn't even know Justin Timberlake dropped an album. You need to get some Gen Z in your team, because at the end of the day, that don't make no sense. That is some poor marketing. The fact that, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that did not know that he had an album job. I get it, when you're on tour, that probably means you dropped the album or whatever. But still, I don't know. It just gives, he could have been doing a greatest hits tour. Who knew? You know what I'm saying? I knew he was touring, but I just didn't know that he had an album. It could have been, like I said, lack of promotion, but also we are in a recession. Like, a lot of artists are coming out with music, albums, projects, EPs, you name it. And I think that some other people's albums just gets thrown away into the wayside because we have these other bigger artists or more relevant artists that are coming out with albums. And if you drop something and then Taylor drops something or does something or whatever the case is, then people are going to go to the person that's a little bit more relevant at the time. Unfortunately, Justin, you're not that relevant no more. And I think that that's okay. It's not a bad thing. Look, he's doing his concerts. He's doing his tours. I'm not seeing any cancellations. So it looks like people are showing up. People are going to show up for your old stuff. Like your new stuff is just not going to hit like it used to because people are just not invested anymore because that there's so much content. It's like oversaturating the market. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know. I had a little bit of a brain fart in the middle of me making a take. But yeah, it's like the music is oversaturated. There's so many people coming out with songs. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to, out of all the people that's coming out with music, I'm Justin Timberlake. You're not the first person I'm like, oh, let me check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, but it seems like the concerts are doing well. They want to see you do them old songs. I think it's time to start considering a Vegas residency. Come on. What's wrong with that? Dude will get you results. I've said that plenty of times. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Justin. Anyway, let's move on, honey. Now, the next topic I want to get into, child, we got to talk about Diddy. Diddy, child, Diddy Combs, honey, or how Jaguar would say honeycombs. He basically just deleted all his posts on Instagram, starting off with a clean slate. Let's get into it. Now, I'm going to read this little article. This is from page 6. So it says that Diddy Combs is cleaning house. Okay, he wiped his Instagram clean, including his May apology to Cassie Ventura, which he delivered after the surveillance footage showing him assaulting Cassie surfaced nearly 2 million followers questioning his next move. His bio reads, still listen to the Love album, Off the Grid, and has a link to the Grammy-nominated album. Okay. Now, sources close to the rapper say that this is not him trying to be strategic or try to shade Cassie in any way. He's doing a social media reset, and this is something that he has done in the past. I don't remember him doing that. Like I said, Diddy was never on my radar unless it has to do with some stuff like this, abuse and all the bad stuff that he's done in the past. I never heard him reset his Instagram or delete a lot of posts, and maybe he did. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some people that know that he did that before in the past, but whatever. At the end of the day, we know why you're doing this, honey. We know why you're doing this. This has nothing to do with, oh, I just want to start over and do a little social media reset. Girl, nothing that you can erase will ever take away the fact that you abused that woman and that you have been an abuser your entire tenure of your career, okay? It's not erasing the fact that you did what you did to Cassie. It's not erasing the fact that you did what you did to Kim Porter and anybody else that was entangled in your web. There is nothing that you can do, sir. It's giving new year, new me. And when the new year happens, okay, forget about all the toxic things that I did before. It's a new year. It's a new me. I'm going to be, no, same you. We knew what you did this summer. I think this is going to be a way for him to do what he does behind the scenes and do projects or do whatever I don't even know what artist he has currently on his roster. I don't think any artist is really working with him or wants to work with him, child. But whatever he's going to be doing, he's going to try to do this behind the scenes and not be at the forefront of social media, whatever. We'll hear less of him, but information is still going to come out. There's still going to be lawsuits. There's still things that the feds have found in that house that is going to eventually come out, and more stuff is going to eventually come out. And I don't really see a change. And that's a good thing because we do need to he need to get up out of here. But tell me what you guys think about that. How do you feel about him leaving social media? We can move on off of this. Did want to talk about Monique Samuels, girl. Now, Monique got on social media to talk about her potential appearance for the Traitors show. Okay. She said that she was asked to join the show, but she didn't know that Candace was going to be there, and she was waiting for for more information to come out so she can get on board with this. She said that they weren't saying much, and they were trying to being inconsiderate about her time or whatever, and it took her management to tell her that Candace was going to be on it too, and she felt blindsided, and officially she was like, I'm not going to be a part of it because of that. And then she also got into the fact that, like, why would they even want a pregnant person on there, and why would a pregnant person even want to be on the show when they do the stuff that they do on Traitors, which I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to come back and give you guys my thoughts. This is what she had to say.
Here's what happened. with the Traitors. I didn't realize that the Traitors was like NBC Universal. And still, I was down. I heard that they wanted me to be on the show. I need to make sure the money's good. Reality TV stuff, it is always last minute. They act like you don't have a life outside of whatever it is they're trying to do. And I just was like, you know what? They're taking too long. If they don't come back with something really soon and respond to whatever reason they're offering, give me some better numbers, then I'm not gonna be able to do it. And that's pretty much what happened. But then on the back end, I heard about some shady stuff that was going on. So apparently they were trying to put me and Candace from RHOP on the Traitors at the same time. I didn't know that she was pregnant. I didn't know that she was supposed to be on the show. And the only reason that I found out is because my manager is well connected. And we started finding out all of this stuff. And I'm like, first of all, that's low down to try to put a pregnant woman in that position. Second of all, I don't even know why a person that's pregnant would even do that show or want to do that show, because it's a lot of physical challenges and stuff in there. So I thought that was weird. But regardless, I'm like, why would you try to take something from a totally different show and try to make it something that could potentially be very nasty?
Okay, so because it's called Traitors, like that's the name of the show. That's the name of the game. Of course, they would have jumped at the opportunity of putting Monique and Candace on Traitors, because that's what the show is meant to do. And people go on there, they do these little games or whatever, and then they turn against people and they use their conniving skills to get ahead. It's almost like Big Brother almost. You get voted off and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really watch the show like that. Like I heard about the show. Physical stuff, I'm sure they ain't playing no goddamn sports or nothing on there, child. They just doing sneaky shit. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It don't seem like it's that much of a strenuous thing that, you know, but anyway, Candace ended up not doing it anyway because of her being pregnant, and she wasn't sure how that would bode well, right? So I don't know. I feel like Monique just talk a little bit too damn much. Like, why does everything have to be mentioned? Like, girl, okay, you were negotiating the deal, you were about to be on the show, but then you felt like they was blindsiding you for some reason. I don't get why, because, girl, they're just doing their job. They were going to pit you against each other. That's the whole point of the show. And I get it. If it's like on site for you and Candace, or you don't want her around what you got going on, that's fine. And it's cool, but it's just, I don't know. I just felt like it was her saying that, it rubbed me the wrong way. And she also said, oh, they couldn't afford me and this, that, and the third. I'm like, girl, okay. Okay, they can't afford you. Good for you. Like, I don't know. I really was a Monique fan though, too. Like I was a fan of hers before, even though I'm a fan of Candace as well, which is also like weird too, because I'm like, I like Candace, but I also I like the Monique, but I don't know. I feel like Monique just be talking a little bit too much. Not everything needs a response. Okay, you didn't like the accommodations. You didn't want to be on the show with Candace, which is okay. And don't try to sit there and try to shade her and say, oh, why would a pregnant person even want to do this show knowing that they're pregnant and they have to do a lot of physical stuff? I'm like, physical stuff? What you think you're gonna fight? You just mad because you can't fight her if you wanted to? I don't know. It just didn't come off. I don't know. I could be a little overzealous or whatever the case is, but that was weird. Speaking of Real Housewives of Potomac, though, since we're on that topic, the cast member Keiarna Stewart is taking Ashley Darby's friend Deborah Williams to court over the fight that was featured on last season. Now, if y'all don't remember, it was like two of the friends of the Real Housewives of Potomac franchise, like the cast members, they fought, right? The girl Deborah, which, you know, if you've been keeping up with our lives and our panel discussions with Medusa and Teddy and I, we call that girl the Muppet, okay? She showed up and she fought Keiarna, which I believe, I forgot whose friend she was. I want to say she was Wendy's friend. Wendy or somebody else. I forgot who friend Keiarna was, but Deborah's friend is Ashley's. Yeah, that happened. And she's trying to sue her. Now, according to TV Deets, Keiarna is suing Deborah for assault and battery. She claims that the glass cup that Deborah hit with during the fight caused a serious laceration. In the documents, Keiarna states that she had to receive medical care, stitches, and was left with a permanent scar. Okay, Keiarna wants a cool $10 million in damages for the mental and physical anguish associated with the incident. Deborah has pleaded not guilty and is denying the allegations made against her for the complaint. Now, okay, I didn't look at that number until I saw that number. Girl, $10 million. You know the goddamn Muppets ain't make that much goddamn money. Now I would have been like, okay, maybe 10,000, 20,000. Let me make that bitch pay, monthly installments. Okay, to this shit. Okay, but $10 million, girl, that is a little bit over the ballpark, honey. But I'm glad you're pressing charges. You needed to press charges. You should have been pressed charges because, girl, yeah, this girl had to be hospitalized. Like she said, she had to get stitches. She had a laceration. She was hitting her with a glass, what I would say, a glass cup. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, your ass better sue that girl. But I don't think you're going to get that much. I do believe that you're going to win because there's witnesses. Even though we didn't see it, Bravo didn't want to show us the fight because they don't want to show that stuff. And fine, it's cool. But there are witnesses that will corroborate with Keiarna's story. And yeah, get some money. I hope she gets a bag. I guess that's all I have to say about that, child. We will definitely get back to you with more news. We got to get into Sheree, honey. Sheree Whitfield, alum of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, was giving another honorary doctorate degree from the Harvard Christian University, okay? She posted her achievement with a caption that read, "I'm truly honored and grateful to receive my second honorary doctorate degree. This current honorary doctorate is from Harvard Christian University. I want to thank God, my family, friends, and supporters for always rooting for me in this journey I called life. I never thought I would be saying Dr. Sheree Whitfield ever, but that goes to show that the man above has the final say. If God is with you, who could be against you?" She also took the liberty to labeling herself doctor in her bio. Okay, now folks are mad about this because the folks with real degrees are feeling away about herself calling herself a doctor, and this whole notion of giving like celebrities honorary doctorate degrees or honorary degrees. There were some people that were saying, yo, she got her bachelor's in joggers with a minor in spring summer. I cannot, but no, I think that in all seriousness, this is very absurd. Imagine working your entire ass off for a piece of paper, hundreds, thousands of dollars in debt, with a job that is so-so in the pay, and you got to watch these celebrities that do completely nothing, impact nothing, invents nothing, get these honorary degrees, and now an honorary doctorate degree. Y'all giving out doctorates. What has she done? Look at the material. This woman got a doctorate degree, girl, and I'm just like, what is it for? Is it for the Alibaba clothes that she's been selling? This little activewear, She by Sheen. What? And I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I gotta hate a little bit, child. Sometimes you gotta be a hater sometimes. Because girl, what? And let me tell you something, I don't have no doctorate. I have a bachelor's degree. I went in this school for 4 years. I was in that damn college for actually 5 years because I transferred. And they messed up my credits, and that's why I stayed a little bit later. I remember the times doing this dang thing when I almost didn't think it was going to happen. This almost did not happen, right? I had plenty of panic attacks the last year of me doing this. You get what I'm saying? All that work and then still couldn't find a job in my field. I'm working, but it's not in my field. And it is kind of like insulting to see people like this get these awards for nothing. What class did they go to? What lecture? Did they sit and watch somebody talk for 2 hours on a weekly basis? No. I think that they got to get rid of this. But you know what? It just proves that colleges are really cash cows. Like they show you every time how much your degree really does not matter anymore. Anybody can get it. Anybody. This is anybody. Sheree Whitfield, girl, a doctor. And I just know she telling her friends, oh, you got to refer to me as Dr. Whitfield now. I'm a doctor. Doctor by law. Like, girl, shit your stupid ass down. Oh, my goodness. And It is said, oh, God always has a plan for me. And it said, I'm like, girl, when you was that religious, as vile as you used to act on that damn show, when the hell, where did this religion come from? I don't get it. I really don't. But I don't know. Do I sound like I hate a child? Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. And on that note, we can get into our last topic. The topic I really wanted to get into was this whole Kandi defending Kenya. Okay. Now, look, I'm about to get into the tea and then I'll give you guys my thoughts. Now, Kandi is sticking beside her friend Kenya more. In a recent interview, she talked about how corny it was that Kenya was suspended for pulling that stunt that she did at her grand opening of her spa. That stunt in question was basically shaming somebody by showing them intimate photos of her doing the nasties, which is very much illegal, right? Anyway, this is what Kandi had to say.
You ain't there no more.
No.
Aren't you glad that you ain't there this season? They pulling out guns and shit. They threatening to shoot people. I don't think that ever happened on the show before.
You know what? I right now, I'm like, okay, it's good. I ain't there. Good. But Cynthia's okay. Once the show actually airs, she said, I'm going to miss it then. Okay. I don't miss it so much now. And realistically, I do see stuff and I'm like, why they doing that? I don't like the fact that they suspended Kenya. Yeah. I know a lot of people, she shouldn't have shown that. But it's just Housewives. Like, how many times we done did something that you think somebody shouldn't do? So who made the rules? Like, why y'all all of a sudden got such an issue with somebody doing something crazy to somebody?
Believe it or not, that drama.
If it was in the public, if it was in the internet, and the girl came at her, it's okay.
That was the
You don't get to choose how she come back. I just wasn't feeling all of that. But hey, we'll see when it come on TV.
Yeah,
everybody's so sensitive now. Everything.
Yeah.
And I just knew with bringing Kenya back, it was going to keep like the little drama going.
Yeah.
And she's needed. Like to agitate.
I totally agree.
She kept it going all right.
But, and I would say this, being a person that has been there, it'd be a lot of people on the show who be trying to protect their image.
And look, I said this before and I'll say this again. Kandi is toxic as hell, and now you can add hypocrite to it. Right? We can add hypocrite to that bullcrap. Okay. You mean to tell me that Kenya doesn't deserve to be suspended, yet you literally told Bravo and the people that's in Housewives, if you bring Phaedra back, I will leave. I will walk. Knowing that people wanted that not rekindle, but they wanted them to come back and be like, that would have been good TV. Just letting you know, Phaedra would have came back. That would have been good TV. And I believe after that season, that's when Housewives really started to decline, because we did not see Phaedra come back and we didn't get that reunion of girl, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's so hypocritical because Kenya actually broke the law. Phaedra didn't. Phaedra didn't break the law. She was being messy, but Kenya actually involved herself in revenge porn. And you are literally saying that she shouldn't have got suspended and that people are sensitive? I hate when people say, oh, people so sensitive now. It really be you old ass Gen X people too. I don't mean to come for the Gen X and the old generations and the millennials and all that. It really be y'all that be saying we too sensitive. No, we ain't too sensitive. We are holding y'all asses accountable. That's what it is. That's what this generation is. Okay, I do consider myself Gen Z. I feel like I'm on the cusp because I was 1997, so I think I'm like kind of Gen Z, maybe a little bit too old for Gen Z, but also too young for millennial. I'm in the crevice, honey. But I'm just saying, you old people, child, that be using that term sensitive loosely. Okay, people are not sensitive, honey. We're not sensitive to the law. For you to sit there and minimize what Kenya did by saying, oh, it's just tea and shade. People get into it all the time. That's the whole thing of the show. No, this is not tea and shade. Okay, this is the law that was broke. It was broke, and also Bravo, being that they taped it, makes them an accessory to that crime. So no, they're going to suspend Kenya. See, Kandi, she runs businesses so janky and so like wrong and unorthodox and unethical that she doesn't even know right from wrong. And that's the reason why she has the opinions that she has. Girl, you're supporting this girl, and I get it. Like, that's your friend. Because I know Kandi, deep down, I know Kandi knows that that's wrong. And I think that she's just riding for her friend because of whatever. I'm like, what you need to ride for her for? You're not on the show no more. And I'm pretty sure she not talking to you like that, girl. Y'all not having that conversation like that, girl. I think you need to be honest and be like, man, what you did was wrong. Now, Kenya did respond to one of the comments or whatever. I guess somebody had posted. I forgot where it was, and I wish I would have saved it. But she said something to the effect of, she's still clinging on to the fact that this is not true and this didn't happen. Like, girl, it's so many blogs and so many brands that are certified to talk about these topics and have the insight in the like the word. Girl, we still saying that it ain't true? Kenya ain't never lied like this. I don't know. It must be. It gotta be something extra to this story. I don't know. It's crazy. I think that it's really weird that Kandi is aligning herself with her. I get it. That's your friend. But I'm so glad now. Every day I'm just elated at the fact that you're not on this show no more. Because, girl, you bring nothing. You bring nothing. And it just is what it is, girl. Anyway, that is all that I have for the show today, honey. It's going to be a pretty short episode. And it really wasn't much to talk about. Hopefully the topics will pick up but when we do the Wednesday show. So see you guys soon. Okay. Bye.